Welcome to the week of the half marathon. All right, let's get situated here. Yes, this is the week of the half marathon, and just like everything in life, feels like the week of the most important week that I need to be well rested and get the least amount of miles in and be ready and focused for the half marathon. I am unfortunately starting to get sick. So we're actually about 3 days away, actually, not 3 days, 4 days away from the half marathon on Sunday. Today is currently Wednesday. So, today's video, I'm going to be talking about what I'm going to be doing to prepare for the half marathon, the shoes I'll be running in, how I decided those shoes, which ones were the ones I was considering, and which one did I end up choosing after all, the pace that I'm hoping to run in. Again, depending on how I feel. If I feel better, if I feel my normal self, then I'll probably try to hit the pace I'm hoping for and hit the target time that I'm hoping for. If not, again, this is my first one. Anything I do is a PR. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to enjoy myself, really take it all in. And whatever time comes, time comes. It is what it is. But I'm going to be making sure that I am fully ready for that as well. And then also just what my tapering and my diet has been this week as well. So let's get into the video now. All right, so let's get into some of the strategies for the half marathon. It is actually next day. I feel so much better compared to yesterday when I wasn't feeling too well. Got a lot of rest in, didn't do a lot of workouts, just kind of laid around all day long. Feel much better. So I'm ready to go for this half marathon. So first, let's talk about what we're going to be talking about in the video. My first and foremost thing will be around the pace and the goal for this half marathon. Then what shoes am I going to be wearing for these and how to kind of determine which one is going to be best fit for this half marathon. And then lastly, around my fueling for the half marathon as well. So first, let's talk about my goal for this half marathon. Goal A is to finish this half marathon in a time of 2 hours and 30 minutes. That comes out to around an average pace of about 11 minutes, 40 something seconds, I believe it is. And then goal B is going to be just to finish the race. So I feel pretty good around getting to goal B. My thing, and I saw my wife about this yesterday, is that I'm not going to be one of those people that is, PR or ER kind of person. I really want to enjoy this. My first half marathon ever. And again, as I said in the beginning of the video, anything that I do is going to be pretty much a PR for me. So I just want to go out there, enjoy the moment, enjoy the environment, enjoy the all of the people out supporting the runners, and just take it all in. My first half marathon ever. The last thing I want to do is have negative memories of it. I want to just be able to go out there and try my best. And I'm not going to say I'm doing a zone 2 jog by any means, but I'm just going to be going out there to just enjoy it and push myself when I can. But if I can't make it, I'm not going to be disheartened by it and want to just completely stop running altogether. I will just continue to finish the race. That's my goal be overall. Nonetheless, my main goal is to still try to get this half marathon done at the time of 2 hours and 30 minutes. Runner thinks that my current goal for this half marathon should be around 2 hours and 22 minutes. And I've tried to run at the pace. I think it's around 11:15, I believe, per mile. And I can run that pace for my long runs that I did, but I can't hold it for very long. I think I get around mile 7 or 8, and then I just completely fall off. And I don't want to have to go through that, so I'm going to try to just run a little bit slower from the beginning. Maybe start off at around 11:45 pace, and then as I feel better and everything starts to get faster and faster, then I'll go faster as I can. But my thing is try to do a negative split, start off a little bit slower than I'm expecting to, and then just kind of ramp up the speed as I go along. But again, main thing here is to just finish the race and take it all in. As far as the shoes go for this half marathon, I actually did a little test to see which ones I feel the most comfortable in. There were 3 contenders that I felt really good about as far as the shoe that I want to run my half marathon in. First one is the Adidas Prime X2 Strung. The second one was the Adidas Adios Pro 3s. And the last ones were, of course, my Super Blast 2s. These two have plates in them. One of them has multiple plates in them, and this one has no plates. And as you guys may have seen in my channel, I was initially planning to run my half marathon in the Super Blast 2s, But I just kind of fell in love with these two other shoes for my long runs as I was kind of training for this half marathon. And so I did a little test during my most recent 60-mile long run where I kind of broke down the 60 miles into 5 miles each and ran 5 miles on this, and then the Audius Pro 3, and then the Super Blast 2. Honestly, I found that this shoe that fit the best and felt the best overall for me was the Prime X2 Strung. The reason for that is because this has so much bounce because it does have multiple plates. I think it has 2 plates in it, and it just really propels you so much forward. Like it's crazy how much bounce you get and just how much you need to like lift off. It really is leg saving. I don't like to run in these for most of my runs because they are very unstable on the bottom. But if it's going to be just a straight up run and not too much up and down, which this half marathon course is not looking like it's going to be, these I think will work really well for me. But the Audius Pro 3 were really good. However, one thing that I have learned, especially during my long runs, is the whole important part of time on feet. Those shoes, the Audius Pro 3, are great for fast runners who can get this half marathon done within an hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes. But the longer I ran in these shoes, the upper was just so uncomfortable. There was the bounce there, which I really do appreciate. They're wide enough. They're a little bit more stable than these shoes, honestly. The upper was just so uncomfortable that my feet were starting to kind of blister in the long runs. And so I just didn't really feel like I want that to be my first experience as well. The Primus 2 has that strung upper, which is really good, and I actually like it a lot. It's still a little bit more coarse and harsh compared to like the Super Blast 2s. But again, the benefit of this is that dual carbon fiber plate. I actually am a big fan of that too. So I actually will be running in these. As far as Super Blast 2s, these are still my favorite long run shoes. It's so easy to get long range miles on these, especially at the slower paces when I'm just running at my zone 2 or zone 3 paces. These are fantastic and still my go-to, honestly. But if I need to pick up the pace, I realize that these shoes, I can't keep that consistent pace that I'm going for a very long time. Whereas these, it's a bit more easier. So my paces for my long runs is around 12 minutes to around 11:45, and these can do a great job in it. But if I have to increase the pace and go down to around 11:30, 11:25, these can do it. However, I feel like it just kind of doesn't last very long for me because I think I need that carbon fiber plate to kind of keep propelling me forward. And so that's why I like these more because these I can keep the same pace for a very long time and have no issues whatsoever. So I'll be running my half marathon in these, the Adidas Prime X2 Strungs, and I will report back to you after I'm done with that as well. As far as fueling goes, this is gonna be my first time actually taking a lot of gels at once. I have been able to tolerate some of the gels on my long runs pretty well, and I found one that specific works really well for me. I haven't honestly tried so many other ones, but I've tried gummy bears, I've tried other stuff, maybe like granola bars as well, and those just don't sit right, or I can't probably chew them, or I don't get the energy return that I'm hoping for right away from some of the other stuff. So I'll be running my half marathon with these gels, which is going to be the Honey Stingers. I got them on Amazon. They were like I think $20 for maybe less than that, maybe $15 for a pack of 12. Pretty good, honestly. They do have the normal or original version, which is just honey, and I'm not a big fan of those because it just is way too sweet for me. I just don't like just chugging a bunch of honey at once. It just doesn't sit right in my stomach. Even though like I felt fine, the flavor is not quite there. So the one I actually like is the fruit smoothies. These taste really good, and they taste like a little gummy bear, honestly, and they go down pretty easily. So I highly recommend these if you guys are just starting off. The Honey Stinger Energy Gels. Big fan of these as well. So I got a whole pack of 12. My plan as far as when I'm going to be refueling is around every 4 miles. I'll be putting in a gel. So that should take me around 3 gels for the whole race, honestly. And I think that's perfect for me. I've tried it at 5 miles. I've tried it every 6 miles. And I realized that I think I just need to be properly fueled ahead of time. So I'm going to be carrying at least, I'll carry 4 with me during the race, but I'll probably just ingest 3, and I'll make sure I ingest 1 every 4 miles. So one thing that my long runs has taught me is that I can't take these gels as I'm running. I do have to come to a stop or I have to walk. I know some people can take them while they're running, and I just can't seem to do it. It just doesn't feel right, and I just can't necessarily ingest it good enough. So I rather just prefer to just come to a stop or just do a little walk, take the gel, take some water or something, and then just go on my merry way. It'll probably cost me at 15, 20 seconds. Again, I don't really care about that. I just want to make sure that I'm not choking on these things. And they are gel, they're a little bit thicker than usual. So it does take a little bit getting used to when you guys are taking these, but I found that these are my favorite so far. So, well, there you guys have it. That is my plan for the 1 week out before the half marathon. I'm super excited as well as anxious for the opportunity to run, but I'm just going to be enjoying every single moment of it. I do plan on doing a recap vlog of this event the following week, so be sure to stay tuned for that. I'll tell you about what my times were, how I felt that day, and kind of just recap the whole experience itself. I plan to take a lot of BTS footage, hopefully. Honestly, I've never ran with so many people watching at once, so that's kind of making me anxious, but should be fun no matter what. I do thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in every single week and watching these recap videos. As I mentioned before, I'm running the Orange County Half Marathon, and that's going to be taking place in Newport Beach and ends in Costa Mesa. It's around roughly 13.1 or 13.2 miles. Should be a lot of fun. As far as I know, it's not super hilly by all means. There is a couple of up and downs, but it's a fast beginning where it's pretty much a downhill for the first like 4 miles, and then you kind of go up and down and you run along the beach and all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be super pretty. The weather so far right now is around 62 degrees Fahrenheit, so perfect weather for running as well. Should be so much fun. Thank you guys as always for watching these videos, and I'll see you guys next time.